What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Live at 5. I'm Chris, your host, joined by Quinn today.
How you doing, guys?
And we're waiting for a few people to jump in the chat. Sorry we're running a little late because we were messing around with the camera. And hopefully it doesn't die out on us, so we'll see how it goes. Marco, I see you in the chat, man. I appreciate you jumping in, dude. It was a little weird the way we posted our socials and stuff. Fook, what's going on, man?
Producer, what's going on,
Hopefully
guys?
you guys can hear us now and the
Marco,
music's
what's
not
going on,
blaring
man?
us out. Let me double check something real quick, guys. Yeah, our mics are going. Cool. So we're good. So today, again, like I said, if the camera cuts off, we're just testing some stuff. Hopefully the quality is a little bit better, guys, so you guys let us know. And we're not running off a webcam anymore. So I think it looks cool.
Yeah, making steps forward, steps forward. It's big, exciting.
So how we typically start off is we're going to do the pocket checks, man. So go ahead and show them the heat you got.
Sweet, yeah, let's go through it. So start with all the pocket trash and we'll work up to the knife. Do it a little bit different this time. I got my beer bomb on me, of course. This is the FDE and OD Green Cerakoted original thickness beer bomb. Love this guy. And then moving on from that, we've got the tactile turn, slim standard bolt action pin, and the Right in the Rain journal. Those are definitely two necessities for me. Can't leave home without some good note-taking materials. And then last but not least, surely, is the Sabenza. I'm really excited for you guys to see this on the new camera. I don't think the webcam was doing my carbo tie justice the last couple times I showed this
100%. It was not doing that thing justice, man.
You guys have heard me say it once. You'll hear me say it again. I love this knife to pieces. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you know, typically when you grab something new, that's what you feel like dominating your pockets.
Right.
I'm surprised the Dimco isn't back in your pocket.
No, I'm always regularly coming back to this Sabenza. I love this guy. And that's me today, man. What you got? Dump it out.
All right. So I said last week I was gonna bring the Blade Show pickup. So I've got that numbered Chavez ProTech with the pearl button. I'm pretty sure it's the pearl button that was in there, but yeah. That skull clip on the other side. I don't know why it's not focusing. Sorry, we'll get it. Well, there we go.
Camera.
Yeah. So I got that bad boy. I picked it up from the booth. I couldn't wait for us to snag one. So, and then I've got the Staccato Middleman from Archie over at Nice Guy. This thing is sweet. I just got this yesterday, so threw a bead on there. And this thing is not liking the focus. There we go. Yeah. It's all good. It's got that milling pattern on the back. I love this one, and I threw that tactile bead on there. So
nice.
And then I did change it up today. So none of that stuff has been in my pocket regularly, and then I've got the Big Eye fountain pen.
Oh, nice. You liking it?
You know what? I didn't like it at first. It was really awkward trying to like refill it. And the paper, it bled through certain paper. I've got the right paper, and I've been practicing with it, and I like it a little better now.
Sweet.
And refilling is pretty easy now once I watched the tutorial.
Once you got it down.
Yeah.
Sweet,
so
man.
I was like, that's pretty much it, man. Other than, you know what? I do have something on the keys. Another Nice Guy minion thing.
Yep.
But this thing, and we do have them coming for everybody in the chat or that wants to buy one, but I've got that NAF's Lander 6 mini keychain knife on there. So I thought that thing was pretty cool. A little lockback knife to throw on there.
Nice. When did you pick that up?
2 days ago. They dropped them on the 21st and it got delivered, so I was excited about that thing.
Sweet.
I got the purple one too, but
nice.
I was more just, dude, they're $14.
Yeah, dude, that's a great little
I feel like once you hit a knife price point that's so good, you're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll throw it in the collection.
Whatever. Throw it in there.
What's up, Susie?
Susie saying hello to everybody.
Appreciate you jumping in. So
yeah,
you were showing off your Right in the Rain, so I was like, oh, it's a perfect segue
right into the
field notes. So I believe they do special editions, like every month or something like that?
That sounds right.
But we got I believe these were the Heritage and then the National Park Series. So if you were hoping to pick some of these up, maybe they're sold out on field notes, or maybe you're just local and you wanted to kind of check them out beforehand. Come pick them up at the store. We got a whole selection downstairs.
Fook Dussel says he's got the Cold Steel Recon M1 in Magna Cut with the Defcon Full Chrome Leatherman Arc and the Olight Arc Field. I won from us.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Look at that. There you go. It's a good carry right there.
Yeah. The Defcom Fulcrum. The Fulcrum is the pry bar from Vero, is it not? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different pry bar.
I don't think it's the Vero one.
I thought that's what they called the pry bar. Fook, let me know if I'm wrong or not. Thought it was the Fulcrum, maybe not. But just the name itself sounds awesome. I gotta see what that thing is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the field notes I believe are around $15, so you guys can pick those up. We have the older ones too, just because it's a pivot lock knife, dude. I swear I think the Fulcrum is a pry bar as well. Bronny, okay, what's up, Bronny, man? Yeah, so if you guys are looking to pick some of the new ones up or the older ones, we have those in stock in the store. You can never go wrong with a bunch of stuff to write with. I mean, I just started taking some more notes, so I love this thing.
Absolutely. I don't know what it is about. I mean, we all carry a smartphone in our pocket. You've got your phone that is right there a couple clicks away and you can take notes.
Yeah.
But I'm much more apt to take notes with a physical pen and paper. I don't know what it is about it that changes the vibe for me, but that just makes me much more likely to actually jot down notes when I have the physical pen and paper.
100% for sure.
Awesome, man. Sweet. Well, let's go into the next thing we've got. I'll go ahead and reach for this guy right here.
Run through the new releases, guys.
I'm so fond of this knife, guys. I don't think I've done much talking about it on the live, but this is the Kershaw Bel Air. This is their new OD green black wash model. This knife is absolutely phenomenal, you guys. 6065 grade aluminum on there, so the same stuff they're making the lower receivers for ARs out of. Very durable. Full liners. You get Magna Cut blade steel on that guy. So in my humble opinion, this is the bug out killer. Everybody wants to throw that term around, and this is where I throw it.
Yeah,
I give Kershaw Bel Air is a great to that one great little knife.
I 100% just believe that's the one, not the Hogue Deca.
One, so it's the Bel Air.
But just to jump over to the shared screen, yeah, guys, those are $149.95 on the site and in the store. I think we've got a decent stock, so if you guys are looking to pick one up.
Yep.
I think we got them a little bit later than most, but I think that's a killer colorway.
It is. That is a killer colorway. Maybe if you've been waiting for a Bel Air and you haven't been big on the cream color, I think the OD green is going to be a good bet.
Maybe toss in like a bronze blade or something like that, or like a FDE blade. You know how they do those coatings?
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be a good colorway. So we're gonna jump into my favorite. We were talking about this one right before. Make ourselves bigger again, and it is gonna be the ProTech Vero collab. Go on. I know the camera wants to. There you go. Nope. There it is.
There it is.
Perfect. You guys are gonna have to bear with this thing because it has a mind of its own. But black micarta, Magna Cut blade. Bronny says FDE blade with rock in there. Never mind. Full screen. I got it, Susie. Music was turned down right at the perfect time. And I'm making sure I go back full screen. But yeah, guys, I love this knife. I would prefer the satin one from Blade Show, but those got swooped up pretty quick. So if you're looking for one of these, we do have them in stock on the website. And I will switch over right now so you guys can see the price. $300, which I think for an American-made Vero
is a pretty dang good deal.
I think the other ones are going for like $350 if you were getting one made by Best Tech or something. So,
Magna Cut, American-made Vero, great deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Great deal.
All right, so we'll jump back over.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, well, moving on from there, I'll go ahead and reach for this guy.
Wood rock, not with. Okay, gotcha. I got you, dude.
Y'all have seen it. You know it. We're just making sure you guys...
Not in this specific anno...
Get a really
Anno grave is what we were calling it.
Anno grave.
Yeah. So
this is the ZT0044.
Yeah.
The one that we did our custom milling to. And you guys, like Chris was saying, y'all haven't seen this configuration. We got, if I can really get in there, y'all can see the, there's a green to blue color transition on that anodize right there. Came out really good.
Yeah. And that one's sitting in the store on display. Yeah. So the way he did that fade, a little bit of engraving magic and whatnot. It's got some more detail that I feel like it's not picking up on camera. So.
But yeah.
And then those, so we only have the plain version online, but if you were local and you wanted to pick one of those up, $379.95. So we're what, maybe about $30 over for the milling pattern. So I think that'd be a great way.
Good deal. Dwayne says, howdy guys. Howdy Dwayne, how are
What's
you
up,
doing
man?
today?
Haven't seen Dwayne
Good
pop
to
up
see
in
you
a while.
popping into chat.
Susie said, nice, it looks like a mermaid.
It does kind of look like, it's
Yeah.
kind of got like an iridescent vibe to it, like a mermaid's tail or something.
I'll
I
give you that
can
one.
see that.
So let's see. And then the next one, I'm surprised you didn't pick this one up. Maybe you're getting tired of your
I'm very,
ZVP.
I'm fond of that 44, man.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it.
Come on. What are you doing to me, camera? There it is.
Indoor Collector.
Indoor Collector Brent.
How's it going,
Appreciate you, man, jumping in. So we've got the some more natural clear ZVPs. I believe these are the first black blades. I don't remember.
I think so. I think those are the first run of the black blades. Definitely the first I've seen. You can't pull it out to put it back on track. You've got to go down to put it back on track.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Look, he's already showing me something that I didn't know about these bad boys. So I guess it's the nature of the beast that the way that they fail
Yeah,
like
that
that.
set screw
Yeah.
keeps it from
So it's all good though.
locking back on the track when you pull
Come
it
on.
like that.
Yeah, so we've got another stock of these coming in. I don't know why. There it goes. I like the pocket clip on these things, man.
I am really fond of the
Like-
pocket clip on that guy.
Yeah, my favorite change is going to be the pocket clip. We also have the blue ZT on the website. Yeah, so
Awesome. So if you
Susie's
guys are
going to know all
looking for
the extra stuff hidden back there. For the ZVP, we have that one at $4.15 on the site if you guys are interested in picking those up.
Chris knocks it off track immediately. Can't take him anywhere. I know, man. We got to watch this
Dude.
guy.
Look, man, that's why, I think this one's a little less prone to failing. So I was like, I'll stick with the out the sides, I guess. Yeah, dude, it happens to me a lot. Maybe it's just the way that I'm pushing the button. Who knows? But let me put us full screen again. Sorry,
There's
guys.
a couple people that I've talked to that swear up and down if you limp wrist an OTF like a Glock, it'll fail like a Glock if you like limp wrist it. The gases aren't enough. So what I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, maybe igniting the button weekly has something to do with it.
The only OTF I had in the collection was the double-edged Jedi Knight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And before I was even into the whole different blade shapes and stuff,
Mhm.
all I do is cut boxes, tear down boxes, open up mail. That thing is not meant for slicing like that. It is meant for stabbing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I want to say a day, which it's not pushing it, but I think the next day I sold that thing. I was done with it. Bought it, sold it, got something else because So double edges will never be my type of blade shape. Destroyer of boxes.
Destroyer of boxes.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll jump into the next segment, which is going to be the budget knives that we had the staff pick out. So we'll make sure to mention whose was who, but we asked Jared and Christy to pick 2 budget knives that we have in the store. Yeah.
Dang,
Not
dude,
an
Susie's calling you out, man.
Hey, Susie, I use my knives, okay?
Yeah, Fook, I'm gonna have to agree with you too, man. I'm the same way. They're great. They're fun little knives to have. I love my OTFs, but yeah, I'm not carrying one as my main cutting tool.
So when you do have the OTF on you, are you carrying a backup knife?
Usually, unless pocket space is uber limited and I'm just gonna make it work. But
Fair enough.
usually, I will have like the Baby Banter fixed blade or something, the 5th pocket, something small.
So that's what I was gonna say. So other than the keychain knife, it's all my keys, it's out of the way. I don't want another knife in my pocket, so that's typically why I won't carry a second knife. Not to say that you wouldn't need it, but all right. I can't front flip this thing because it kind of gets in the way, but we're gonna showcase Beyond EDC. Christy, our store manager, suggested that we showcase this brand and show it off. We've got a couple of the models in the store. They're on sale.
We've got a very healthy selection of.
So if you're looking at adding a knife to your collection, you want a cheap knife that won't break the bank, it's going to be under $100. It's going to be one of these. The deep carry pocket clip, and then the kind of unique shape of the blade.
Very unique.
We have them in green G10, black G10, and I believe tan.
Yes.
So that tan. I think they changed up
Show
the
off
bolster.
the spine of the knife, because in my opinion, that's what really sets those Beyond EDCs apart. Those are super robust knives, man. They make a very thick blade stock. The handle scales have a very thick profile. They're almost all, at least, in D2. So if you're looking for a really affordable, really reasonable, hard use work knife. I think a lot of the Beyond DDCs fall into that category.
Let's see if I can do this on. See, my thing is when I do it, it actually hits right there. So I always have such a hard time with it when I front flip it. Please don't cut myself.
Y'all are about to watch Chris go in for some stitches.
Yeah. So it always hits my hand right there. So you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Shaman. The way when I close the compression lock and that nub hits me, I'm like, dude, and like that can be sawed off or cut back a little bit. But maybe I'm not doing it right. And typically, you know, when you're doing it on live stream, it's not the best. Nope, that didn't help either. So I need to work at HOV, says Brant. Hey man, Matt's always hiring. You just got to come talk to him.
There you go. Awesome. Well, next up is going to be Jared's pick.
It's gonna be the rat.
Yeah. So this was Jared. He's our other assistant manager. This was his staff pick. This is the Rat 2 in FDE. Another very great little hard use budget knife. Very robust. These are very durable knives. They're definitely up to the task. There's a reason they've been so popular for so long, and that is because they are just a very straightforward, very reliable EDC folder. The Ontario knife, Rat 2, guys. This is a great little budget knife. Great pick by Jared.
Yeah. And then on that Geo, guys, I'm sorry I didn't mention it, but it's going to be $51. So not bad. And like I said, we have some things on sale. So if you're looking to pick something up, it's pretty cheap. I would say go with those. Those are great picks, man.
Absolutely.
Typically, you see the the normal suggestions like Civivi or something. We need a Susie pick. We do need a Susie pick, but you were busy that day, I think. It's all right. We'll get Susie's pick next week, or maybe we just do Susie's pick every week, and that's what we name the segment. That'd be pretty good. What also Rose Ontarios sell like crazy?
Those Ontarios
Oh,
sell
those.
like crazy. We sell
Gotcha,
through
gotcha.
those Ontarios like crazy, and
Yeah.
we do.
We do. Yeah, we
We
have
do.
to constantly order those
Yeah,
things.
they're great little knives, man.
Yeah.
Time tested. Time tested. Can't beat the Rat on.
So
simple
everybody jumping in,
functionality.
Earl, Damien, I believe Fook was the only one that told us what they're carrying. Let us know what you're carrying down in the comments, man, so we can learn about some new knives. Everyone's always mentioning new stuff that I've never heard of, so
I love it.
unless it's stuff that's coming in here, man, that's the only time I'm able to keep up with everything. But yeah, man. So we tore down the entire setup over here, guys. So
Yeah.
you see us looking at different sections. Computers over here that's running the live stream. And then we have your comments over here, and then we've got the main monitor.
New camera.
It's just the Canon camera that we're staring into. So
Ronnie's got a TCal Night Stalker. Nice.
okay, so is this what I believe Luke posted a photo earlier? Is yours the same model, same variation, or is yours a little different? Because I did think it was pretty cool. I think his had a lanyard on it with the bead. And then Hinder Collector's carrying his Gen 4 Fatty XM18. Nice, man.
Nice.
I haven't seen Fatties in a while. My first one, so I got a Harpoon Blade Fatty Gen 4 back whenever I was into collecting the Hinders and stuff, and it was my favorite one. But it was beat up. It was like a working finish thing. If I could have got a new one.
Milwaukee Fastback. Can't
Got that
beat
box
it.
cutter on you, man.
Can't beat it, man. That Home Depot special.
Let's see. And that's the thing. Back to those. Okay, so guys, those what do they call them? The Rivery Manufacturing.
Yeah.
Those knives sold out. The Zeros.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, I was like I couldn't remember. The Zero knives sold out, which is great. But I was kind of commenting on I don't like the utility blades. So same thing with the Milwaukee Fastback. I get the purpose of it, but man, so many people have those. Maybe I'll feel like I'm missing something if I get one in hand.
It's just because I think it's just the availability of them. You go into any hardware store and you're gonna see Milwaukee Fastbacks. I think they're $15 or $16.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're just a common item. They're Milwaukee too. Everybody loves to rep Milwaukee.
Yeah. Let's see, Brent says, Chris, I'll DM you later. Yeah, dude. I need to see your updated collection. I think you posted a picture, but I couldn't see most of the knives, man.
Oh, Earl has got a Ocaso Solstice in R5
Nice,
Ultra. Man, that's a nice carry. We
Yeah.
just got those Ocasos in not too long ago.
We just got the red ones as well. I don't I confused the Solstice with the other one that we got, but I think they're nice knives, man. Really nice quality. Rick is such a cool guy. When we see him at shows, he's so friendly, and he's come into the shop a couple times.
Yep.
I think I'm due for an upgrade. Show me the way, Sensei. I don't know if I can show people the way, because typically when people are coming in, they're asking for recommendations on budget knives, which I can give them, but I'm of the mind that if you're gonna buy a nice knife, spend the money, so that way you're not constantly buying the knives. My first official knife here was a Benchmade Griptilian. I did get a discount on it, but I kind of jumped over the budget range. You know what I mean? So I was already in the $100. Typically, you find a lot of cool stuff underneath that with the Civivis, all those things. But I feel like eventually you do wind up at, you know, what Quinn's got in his pocket. You end up at a Chris Reeve or Hinder.
Damien, I don't know if you were in when we showed this off earlier, man, but this is what you need to pick up right there. Kershaw Bel Air. This guy has got the best blade steel on the market right now. It's cheaper than a Benchmade bug out. It's more durable than a Benchmade bug out, and it's made in America. I don't think you need to look any farther than this, man. This is going to treat you just fine.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up a Bel Air, Damien, and you will not be disappointed. These are great little knives, man.
Let me check this real quick, because Brent is saying that he sent me a DM, so maybe I can show his collection. Maybe it'll pop up on screen, maybe not. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything, dude. Is it on Facebook? Maybe? Sorry, I'm on my phone, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, he said Facebook.
Facebook, okay, gotcha. Sorry, Messenger maybe? There we go. That's crazy.
God dog, Brent.
Just count up the money in there, man. Let's see. Dwayne says Rick is an awesome guy. Oh, I've never actually met him. I've seen him at the shows. He's a dude. People are so busy. You know, you think you can get to a show and maybe like chat with a few people, man. But it's very rare that you get that opportunity. All right, I'm gonna show off this collection. Like, come on, guys. That's insane, right? He's basically got every single model. That's pretty cool. I think max, when I was collecting them, I had maybe 5, maybe 6. Because I did, you know, once I got tired of using one and I wanted something a little different color configuration, I would sell that one just to buy into another one. So, Bronny says, that's incredible. Yeah, dude, he's good.
It's a large collection.
Super crazy, man. What was I saying? Oh, the show. Yeah. So typically, you know, everyone's busy, man. We get lucky a couple times. You know, when we talk to Israel, Tom, a few people, you know, it's in the down hours, but everyone's so busy at the shows, especially, you know, people like Rick or Tim Reeve or something like that. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So let's see. Hinder says, fun fact, I bought my first RHK at HOB in 2015. Oh, awesome, dude. I didn't know if you bought directly from him, or I know you get some from Blade Bar as well. So
Damien asks, do the knives hold their value pretty well in terms of resale? You know, it depends on which knife greatly. Those Bel Airs, as long as you don't beat them up too hard, they're gonna go down a little bit in value, but not more than $50. The Hinderers, they definitely retain value. Yeah. I mean, you might even gain value on some Hinderers.
Yeah, your higher end knives are gonna be a little bit more, or maybe the exclusive ones. So for instance, this is a limited edition from a show. If I don't cut anything with it, I don't beat it up, it'll go up in value. Yeah. If I do use it, I might get a little bit under what I paid. So $350, I might get about $340, $330 back.
My Sabinza, this guy right here, I've easily got, I mean, I paid about $500 for this knife. With all the work that's been done to it, it's easily at around $1,000. I have had several multi-$1,000 offers for this knife in the shop, and this one's been aftermarket modified. So yes, knives definitely do retain their value. A lot of times they even gain value. It just depends which knife is it, what condition is it in when you're looking to resell it, and whatnot. But for the most part, they do retain their value incredibly well.
Yeah.
And that's what's so great about the hobby. That's one thing I really enjoy about it, is it's a lot like holding on to stocks or whatever. You know, you can enjoy the knife, you can spend your time with it, and if you need some more money later, you can sell it for practically what you got into it for.
I was laughing at Susie's comment just because it popped up right there with the red heart. Made me chuckle a little bit. Yeah, you know what? That's the crazy thing about yours. So that knife already in general retains its value. Then it gets modded. You kind of pay for the mods and stuff like that. And it's crazy to kind of see that even with it being modded, so technically out of warranty to a certain extent, they'll still work on the knife. But it didn't lose. You know,
no,
I
it
would
didn't
expect
lose.
that thing to
Right,
drop
you would
down
have expected
to like
it to
$100
lose
like
value, but no,
you messed that knife up.
It gained value because I mean it's a one of one now, so to speak. And so you know, if you want to get behind that, want to have something that no one else has.
I didn't count them up yet, but that's crazy. 54 hinderers is insane.
54 hinderers is insane.
And typically
we're looking at roughly like $25,000 there, roughly.
Yeah, we're doing this right now. What did you say? 54? 54, and they are about 425. I don't think they've increased prices lately. So yeah, 22,000. We're just gonna say $23,000. That's insane.
$23,000. That is insane.
Is crazy. That's a car, dude.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's awesome though. You know, to be collecting all those knives and be into it. You know, I mean, that's what we do, this hobby and stuff. You know, I typically don't do a specific brand, but I'm on a CRK kick right now. So, you know, I've got the small Sabenza that's out being modded, which I'm missing right now. So now I want another small Sabenza. Umnim's on the Nkosi. Nkosi's not my favorite, dude.
I'm making my rounds, getting everything I don't have right now. So that's because I was like looking at my collection the other day and I was like, man, I've got some holes I need to fill. So, you know, I need to go through and get the brands I don't have because I've got, you know, several Microtechs. I'm holding on to duplicates of a couple brands, but I'm like, I want to get well versed. Yeah. Right. So
a little bit of everything.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to hunt down my first hinderer. Don't have one of those yet, so gonna get one of those guys. But yeah, man, I'm trying to round out the collection.
Cool, man. Well, hopefully for next live stream, guys, I will have it set up that we have a top-down view, so you guys can check out everything that we're gonna have laid out on the desk, maybe a little bit of extra stuff. Fook says there are a ton of brands I don't have, like most of the premium brands. Dude, I'm like you, I want a little bit of everything, so just to kind of throw it into the, you know, the collection, just so that way I can say I've tried everything. Stuff's so expensive these days, man. Like, it's tricky. If I have $500, I'm like, do I want to get something and try it out? You know, like an Arcane or something like that, or do I want to just get another Chris Reed because I know that
it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Something that I know that I'm gonna throw in my pocket.
That's fair.
And
there's something to be said about that. 100%. Hinderer Collector says I can help you out. I'd be interested, man. Come by the shop, man. I'm looking for a Harpoon Tonto XM3.
He's gonna bring in all 54 just so you can take a look at it. He's sick. Okay, guys. So typically we would let it run a little bit longer, but I'm running on a battery. So until I get the external battery, so that way we can just plug in and run for longer. We're gonna cut it short because I think the camera is about to die because we lost our display. So we will see you guys next week. It'll be me and Sam, and say real quick. Fook says
match my desires.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, for sure. And then upcoming projects, guys. We are working on a couple of videos and stuff for you guys, so you'll see those coming out in the coming months, and it should be fun. So we will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, and catch you next time.
See you later, guys.
Later, guys.